in England, I am extremely dark skinned, and my hair is black, and my eyes are black in England, right? At least when I was growing up, there weren't many foreigners there. It was just mostly like 99.99% English, right? And in Scotland also. And I remember that my mother, when she would go to the store or to her English classes or whatever it was, she would always come back super upset because she'd been racially attacked, insulted, told to go home or whatever's, right? And I was like, I really can't relate because I go to school, I go to the store, and you might think it was because I was a child, but it wasn't. Because I could see other people getting attacked for other things. And children are usually way more cruel and bullying than adults are, right? Because adults at least get some sort of social graces installed in them, right? So I couldn't understand what was going on. And then one day, my mom forced me to wear a sweater that I did not like. I hated the sweater. I did not like it. I loved it forever. I wore it like crazy. And then I grew out of it. I didn't want it anymore. And she forced me to wear it. And then I went out to the store and some kids did something and I felt like they were making fun of me. And I swore at them and they swore at me and they told me to go home. And it was all the whole racial thing, right? And then going home, I was 12. Going home, I looked at the situation from a larger perspective and I saw, oh, that racial attack was because I was mad. And I didn't feel good in myself because I didn't like the sweater. And I attacked them first. Just by the way I was staring at them, right? And I saw it and I thought, that's never going to happen to me again. So after that, I was very comfortable in my skin and, you know, like in my clothes and everything else. And I didn't have any type of racial attack. When I became an adult, it was the same. On the contrary, when I was an adult and I had my children, you could say that it was a racial thing or not, because my children, Daniela is blonde and blue-eyed, and the boys are white-skinned, they got that hair, they all have big eyes like I do. And people would stop me in the street to look at us because we were all so beautiful. And it used to happen a lot. And I thought it was a normal thing. You know, you're walking around the street with your kids in the strollers and stuff, and people stop you just to look at you all because you're all so beautiful, including your dog, right? It's normal, right? It happens all the time. I mean, I didn't like, if it didn't happen, it didn't bother me in the least, right? But it happened quite a lot. So, well, I saw, and then I went out with my mom, right? I told her, hey, listen, this racial thing is you. It's you, not other people, right? Give people a chance. Who was that? Siri's talking to us over here.
It's playing my music on Do Not Disturb.
Oh my goodness. Anyways.
Wait. You're good.
Okay, good. All right. You can't hear Siri?
We can't hear or see anything behind you.
Okay. Anyway.
Pretty sure that's not my imagination.
That wasn't my imagination either. Anyways. It's playing music now. So hopefully it won't have our thingy won't get banned because it has to be.
Sound is clear, no music.
Yeah. So I went out with her, right? And I observed her. And she walked with her chin down, with a really, really narrow brow, right? And looking at everybody like they're going to kill her and I'm going to kill you back kind of thing. And she wore really dark clothes like that were not part of her personality at all because she didn't want to draw attention to herself. And she went to the store and she would never smile, whatever's, right? And I observed it and I was pointed out to her, okay, Mom, you're looking very angry right now. Right? And you never walk that way. Why are you walking like that, you know, with your chin down? That's not the way you taught me to walk. And all these things. And then she started becoming conscious and aware of it. And she got a couple of attacks, like slurs and insults, walking down the street. Right? I says, okay, we're going to do a little experiment, I said, and I'm going to show you that this is you. And she said, okay, whatever makes it stop, it'll be great. Right? And I says, okay. So the next day I said, okay, so if you were in Chile, what clothes would you wear? Well, I would wear bright clothes because it's, you know, I could wear the clothes that I like. She says, okay, let's find some of those. She had a dress, you know, like yellow with whatever's, and a nice bright sweater and like a nice clothes, bright clothes. Okay, so we put makeup on and then, okay, walk out. How did you teach me to walk? And it was a funny thing in Chile. It was like, you know, she taught us, the girls in the family, that you pull out your chest and you have like big girls, right? So you put them out first, right? And you walk really happy, right? And you smile. Here I am, you know, be joyful and happy because I'm here now, right? So she started doing that and she had her hair done. We went to the hairdresser. So we walked to the hairdressers and she was like that. We went to the inside the hairdresser. She didn't even recognize my mom. And so she's like, oh, nice to, you know, see, what would you like today? And, you know, what would you like to have your hair done? And my mom says the usual. And she's like, well, okay, so what does your hairdresser usually do? Right? So it was really funny. And not only that, but as she was walking down the street, people would smile. Right? And I said, see, Mom, all you need to do is smile. People just won't connect, you know?
Yeah.
And after that, it was very few times that she got racial attacks again. And it was usually when she was in a bad mood. But it was not part of her life anymore. She liked living in England after that.